This conference will now be recorded.
We also expect very high CTC, right? So demand is more, population is more, then everything is more. So we have to keep learning. That's it. We can't say, we can't stop anywhere. It's a continuous, it's a journey. This is what we are trying to build. And so this is a tab we have created yesterday, and where you can import the data from static resource, right? That's what we did yesterday. Go over the console. Have any of you installed Visual Studio? You know how to install Visual Studio? Have you gone through that? I'm asking whether you installed the Visual Studio. There's a Visual Studio editor. So you have to like your Eclipse, but here you do. It is a recommended IDE by Salesforce. Visual Studio. You can have a local copy of uh, your Salesforce art. Everything like a class or a component. Everything you can get uh, in the workspace. Like your Eclipse, how do you take a copy of your uh, everything from the metadata from your org into your local drive, and you can push this code to the your org. You have to make a connection between your org and your folder in your local drive. Okay, so you can do your codings over here, and it's better interface compared to your developer console. And once the changes are done, you can right click and push. So now the org is not logged in, so the push command is not appearing. So then you will see here deploy, push. Right click and just deploy the code into your org. So whatever org you connected. Okay, so there is a step you need to follow to install this. You need to install the Visual Studio uh, and you need to install the plugin so that you can write your effects and other Salesforce elements like ARA components and all those. Okay, then um, you can run your commands from here. You can select, and then you have to create a project. Sorry, you have to create a project, and the project is nothing but you are going to create a folder and to have a copy of your Salesforce uh, code metadata. Okay, and then you'll see you'll able to you have to authorize. Then you have to authorize Salesforce org. Once Salesforce org is authorized, you can see you can pull your code and push your code. Those things you can do from the Visual Studio. Okay, I
Hello,
think this session will, yeah.
sir. Can you give the steps that how we'll install Visual Studio?
Yes, I wanted to take this so that we'll have better, because LWC cannot be developed in developer console. There is no type called LWC, in the file type here. There is no LWC Lightning Web Component. So by next week, I'm going to start LWC, right? So where we have to go with any of the IDE. So it's a one we are going to choose. I mean, we are going to do the coding the LWC. So we are going to start this, but uh, what I feel now is, we are running short of time, so I thought we can proceed with the developer console for this week. But for LWC, we are going to use this. Then we'll see very detailed, how to install uh, and how to take a project and all those things. We'll see in detail. For me, now now for this week, I have just time to complete this ARA components project. Okay, fine. If time permits, by Friday before I start on Monday LWC, I will tell you how to install. Then going forward, we'll use this Visual Studio. Fine. I just give an heads up now. Okay. Right now, we'll try to build the first component here. We have the data now because yesterday, we are able to build uh, this component. Okay, and we have written the controller. From the controller, we pulled data from static resource, right? So we delete in the beginning, then we import it. So every time you click on this button, import sample data, then we call, invoke the JS controller method. Okay, and then the Apex method you call, where we import this static resource into the Apex variable, and it's a list. So it's a JSON data. It's in JSON. It's a JSON file. So we deserialize into Salesforce object type. So similarly, we do here. That's it. So insert the broker, and property is the child to broker. So we insert parent first, then child. Right. So next, come to this page. Right. So let's explore this. I go to edit page. So this is different org where I install the application. Okay. Even I haven't explored this. It is I'm just parallel explore and implement in our org. This will help you to analyze, existing org, existing application, and how to modify the existing application. So this I'm the Lightning app builder, right? So when you select any of these component, you'll see, the name of the component is close to that component name, property tile list. So okay, so I believe this component you see here, it goes to one page to another page. There are 3 pages. Okay, so let me start from What is that component name? Okay, list. Okay. Okay. It is broken into two components. It is broken into two components. So one component is going to uh, iterate, iterate and get the property details. The list of property. So we know already we have imported properties, right? So if you see how many properties we have, this is custom object tab. Okay, and these are the data we have. Of course, there are a lot of fields, right? Remember, we added a lot of fields, isn't it? So from this field, we are going to select the few fields. Okay, from this field, we are going to select few fields uh, to display the name of the property, the address, and all those and price. That's it. So those details from here we are going to put and display it in the you know in a component. So we are going to uh, pull the data from the controller and we are going to iterate the data using R iteration component. R iteration component. You follow this? So we are going to iterate using R iteration component. So we'll just first write the Apex controller. Okay. And we have to pull the data like going to return list of property, right? Right, and then uh, what are the fields we have? Else I go to uh, object manager and take the field. But the field, as far as I remember, ID, date, date, and of course the title. So the field what we need to display here, the address, city, state, and I think zip. What else I need? I, okay, the price. and number of, here, number of beds and baths. So right, and with the, and it is be an or enabled. Right. And then create a component. So we are going to create a component. I just give a design now. So one we are going to create. Okay, and it's going to have two components. We are going to have two components. One is, the call them as property tile list, right? The black one is property tile list. So this is what you are going to write now. This is going to pull the properties list from Apex, right? Property list from Apex. So you'll have data here. Okay, you'll have data here, and you get the property list, right? That's going to be passed as an attribute to the another component. The component is, we call them property tile component. Okay, just increase the reusability of the component. So the property tile list component get the data, and for every iteration, we are going to pass one property record to this component. Okay, so from property list, we are going to transfer pass the data in the form of attribute to this component. You follow this? So, right? So you'll have a property tile list, one individual component, which will take an attribute, one property record at a time. So you'll have all these CSS, this CSS and this image. You have image in the property, right? You have image field in the property, URL field. So you take that image and make it as a background with help of CSS attribute. We have CSS background attribute, right? So using which you can display the image over the cover, right? There's a cover attribute, so which will occupy the entire component as a background. Then you will see there is a CSS using which you can place these details at the bottom of the component. So all these stylings and details will be done in the property tile, and property tile will be placed inside the property tile list as a child, and the property tile list will have R iteration, right? So within R iteration, you are going to pass every individual property record to the property tile, so that you'll get this. You follow this? So that's what you're going to do now. Okay. So let's create the property list component quickly. Property tile list. And of course, it is placed in the record page. So choose that interface. Okay, and we're going to refer this controller here. Right? And we need the attribute to get the property list. Right now. Properties and array of property, list of property, and then we we are going to pull. So we are going to pull when the when the page is loaded, you get this list, right? How do you bring the data when the page is loaded? While the page is loading, how to bring the data? So using our handler, the standard event init, right? So name of the event, isn't it? And for which instance, and then action. Correct? Name is init, and our handler always takes init event will always takes the instance this, and we're going to call um, a JS controller. Okay. Value, sorry, type. Right here, okay. Doing it, and doing it, we just right the method name, and in the component we have to do iteration. Data properties, and we will have various, correct, and then we'll have this. Let me just display these and we'll just create it and see how it works. Right, we got it. Right. What about name? What about name? Maybe name is not referred in the controller. Yeah, you got me. Name is not referred in the controller. Okay, so this is a component get um, the data from the list of data from the controller. But we we are going to use the component to place inside this where we are going to pass one individual property record. That's how you will make your Lightning application. You create multiple components. So reusability, right? To increase the reusability of the component. So property tile is a component we are going to use to get the details. Into one individual record from property tile list. Follow this, right? And so here, the attribute that it's going to receive from property tile list. So what is the attribute? What is the attribute is going to receive from property tile list? Tile list component property, right? Yeah. Yes, and then we have just we are going to display the details, right? The details is going to be displayed in this format, isn't it? So all the CSS we are going to work here. We're going to work over here. Okay. So I just make a division now, right? And then I'll say the first. No, we're looking for address, right? Looking for address. We'll work on the image next. Looking for address. So address. I think we have a field. 1 minute. Let's go to the query editor. I think workbench is a better option. I can choose all the field at once. Okay. I go to workbench. So field, what I need is address, when, path, okay, when, path, and the price of the property. So we need price, okay, price, and among the picture, I need a thumbnail picture. The size would be smaller one. Okay, thumbnail picture, and everything is covered. Red address. I think state and city. State and city. State. Yeah. The details I need. Also paste these details over here. Okay, right, and then yeah, now I have the details here. So I just take the address, address, keep it here. Okay, address, and then okay, we have a city and state, bed, bath, and price. City and the state, and then we have price also, right? Right. Okay. So done. So then this component will include here. You know, here I say colon property type, and we pass the attribute, right? So what is the attribute? Property, correct? Property equal to, and say for this work. See, that is the application. Okay, whatever. Oh, by okay. Okay, this way here. and but the data is not coming up. An issue. Let me check. Okay. Well, time. That, that doesn't make any difference. Right, but we're able to get the data over here, right? Right. Prop.name. Oh, name. Okay. Again, I missed the name, right? No, no, again, I missed the name. Sorry, that's not issue. I just missed it. Okay, sorry. So, Okay. The address is working. We get the address. Here. Right. Oh, oh, there's a typo. Sorry, not typo, right? And I say, oh, this. Hopefully this works. Okay, then. So all we need to work on the formatting the content now, right? We need to work on the formatting the content now. So, so let's bring the the image at the background, right? The thumbnail image. So if you just try to bring this image here at the back end. So to hold content, we are going to bring the image, right? So how to bring the backend image? If you see the CSS, we have the URL, right? We have the URL. So we have the URL field in our property object. So referring that image URL, we need to bring the something similar to this, right? And within URL is going to be dynamically replaced with our from the iteration. No, we are going to replace this thing, right, for every image. So I just take this and here in style, I'm going to implement this. Not copy. Anyway, and just to be the URL, right? That hash v dot property. Oh, right. So that we didn't format it. Okay, we didn't format. We had to format. So now we look on the format. We'll bring this. First thing we need to display the address in the how many rows how many components we are supposed to display here as per the design. 4, isn't it? 4. So let's, okay. This one we are going to work out here. Okay, because it's going to display only one item, right? But how many items in your layout, that's going to be decided by here in this component, right? So within layout, you're going to perform this iteration. Okay. And item. So the V4 is given to 12 parts. This attribute indicates relative space, occupies the device type stored in disk. Already express an integer 1 to 12, and this is relative space rather than tablet and small device rather than mobile. Okay. So this to bring the tile in the form of responsive, application. The reason they go for these 3 attributes. You see here, this is for the desktop, this is for the tablet, and this is for mobile, right? So, right, we are going to just incorporate that size equal to 12, and so if it is a, you know, if it is a larger device means what? Our desktop, right? Our desktop. So our desktop is larger device. That's what you have seen there, right? Isn't it? So how many image you would like to display? A desktop, 3 images. Okay. So if you are going to incorporate 4 images, sorry. So 3 into 4, 12. If you are going to incorporate this application in see the application in tab, then it's going to be medium size. Then in the medium size, uh, 3 images per row. Got me? And if it is a mobile small device, then you'll say 6 images in a row. Got me? So your large device size is for your desktop. Now what we are seeing now. Okay, and we have to give the multiple rows equal to true, right? In order to bring the rows, once the component is done, we need to bring the row to the next row, right? So, okay, yep, here. Yes. Okay, somehow it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we need to work on this the image size and all, right? And okay, let's apply the padding. We need some space around the each component. We got some padding, right? We got some padding. Uh, Certainly thought. I think you might have got the outline. That outline like this. Uh, I think the whole thing is in the there is outline, right? Because of that, and what else? Mm, yeah, there is a another attribute in the layout, lightning layout. Attribute is horizontal align. How to spread the layout horizontally? The alignment options are center, space, spread, and end. Okay, and we go for center and see. Not much difference. Okay, we'll work on the CSS to bring this, the address everything at the lower part of the image, the lower part of the image, then you will see. And background image, that is it. Okay, here, division, and I just put these address details into another division so that we can place this address, at the lower part of. So if you divide the image into three portion, if you see the actual picture, it's one third of the image you place the address. Okay, so that CSS we need to work on now. So here we need to work on CSS. So this is the CSS at the next level, right? A division at the child level. So we have to give a space. We have to give a space. Okay, and I say um, okay, I think we need to work on this image to appear as background. We just give an image simply like this, right? So I think this must be, we need to apply some styling for this division. Okay, so how to apply a styling for a division? Um, this is the immediate child. How to apply the, so this immediate child, right? How to apply the styling for this the division? We have parent division and child. So okay, so when you go with the angle bracket, close bracket, it immediately points the immediate child. I mean, so pointing the immediate child component division here. If you say here paragraph, then immediate child paragraph. Okay, and I say, so we need to set the page. We're going to use this division later. Now this division will be applied to the background image, this part for this division, right? Okay, and represent, and how to apply the image all over the content, all over the content, background. cover. Let's see if it makes any difference. I'll explain this later. Just complete this. I think this height will make the difference. Height will make the difference. You have to set the height for the image. Yes. Okay. All right. We need to work on the image property. Image color. Okay, color we no need. What else? Yeah. Center the image, position center, and repeat. Do not repeat the image, right? And these things I'm going to use. Center the image. We use this height. Okay, size you have to height you have to set. Height is too much, I guess. And width the height. Width height and background repeat position block position bottom. I go with position relative position. Okay, and this must be placed at the lower part of here, right? Okay, and let's come back. Font, content, right? Okay, okay, and so sir, slight background, right? Padding for lower part. Okay, padding for lower part. Right, you're right. And it apply how it looks like ours, like this, and here to the it's just justified. It's fine, I guess. We need to work on this the color, no, that needs to be highlighted for this division. Okay, and so we have color attribute, right? So color, let's let's take the light color. This font color, I think this will apply the font color. Background color should be. We are working on the background color, right? Okay, I think this applies only for the font. So font will take a different color. Font will take different color. Okay, and please use font. It's going to be white. Font is going to be white. No, no, I think I messed up. Sorry. I think I messed up. Here, uh, right. Well, let's go with this. This is my background, and this is my text. My text, and this is my background. You think it work? background is so dark, isn't it? Right? I think we don't need to apply colors, right? The background we don't need to apply the color, so we make it a zero here, zero here. Do you think it will work? And we have to go for black then, right? We have to go for black. This is white, black test. Okay. So 000 it means your uh, a dark background, right? So what is the color for your light background? Everybody, what is the color for light background? A transparent background. Opacity. Yeah, opacity can apply like this. Uh, how much opacity you need? That I remember. You need to apply. No, as a fourth parameter here. Let's see. Okay, it works out here. We'll reduce opacity to good. Are you good now? Okay. Right. Can you implement this in your if you implement this in your layout quickly, so I go to, okay, so what I do, let me create one quickly, a lightning application page and place this, so that you will have a component where you have a component to filter the uh, search, and you have I need to place here, right? So let's place this, let's complete this and wind up. Build up. A page. So 3 region. So place our tile list over here. Okay, place our tile list over here, and of course this equal space occupied, right? Let's see. Let's say this and see the output. Then you'll later work on changing this. Finder. Add to property. Okay, we added. Over here. Right. We got something. So we'll work on later. Know how to bring this. To cover the 3/4 or 3, right? 3/5 of the component. 3 portion of the 5 parts of the component. Almost here we need to occupy so that you will get this similar type of uh, structure, right? Like this. Okay, we'll work on. We'll continue to take it. See you tomorrow. Bye. Is this useful to you? Is this useful to you? Able to follow? Is this benefit to you in the implementation, right? That's okay. So see you tomorrow. Take it.